Hello everyone, my name is Eduardo Lamas, and in this video we will talk about the innate response and pro-inflammatory cytokines. First, we're going to talk about the innate immune response against viruses. Once viruses infect cells, they are normally recognized by intracellular toll-like receptors, or TLRs, such as TLR3, 7, and 8. Cells infected with these viruses respond by producing interferon alpha and beta, which induce resistance of neighboring cells to viral replication and activate natural killer cells to kill cells infected by the virus. Now, we're going to talk about the innate immune response against bacteria. Bacterial infection leads, just like viruses, to the activation of toll-like receptors in cells, which will then induce the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines. For instance, activation of macrophages leads to a release of pro-inflammatory cytokines and chemokines to combat the infection. First, we're going to talk about interleukin-1 beta. Locally, this cytokine is involved in the activation of vascular endothelium and of lymphocytes, in promoting the destruction of local tissues, and in making it easier for effector cells to access the area of infection. Systemically, however, this cytokine is involved in fever and enhancing production of interleukin-6. Interleukin-6 activates lymphocytes and increases the production of antibodies. Systemically, it is involved in the production of aqueous phase reactants from the liver, such as C-reactive protein, which is a marker for inflammation, and binds pathogens in order to promote antibody-independent activation of the classical pathway of the complement system, and also of MBL, or mannose-binding lectin proteins, which participate in initiating the lectin pathway of the complement system. There are other aqueous phase reactants released from the liver, but they will now be covered in this video. Tumor necrosis factor alpha, or TNF-alpha, also activates vascular endothelium. In addition, it increases vascular permeability to help IgG antibodies, complement proteins, and innate immune cells to enter infected tissues. Systemically, TNF-alpha promotes fever, shock, and the movement of metabolites. Interleukin-12 is essential for the differentiation of CD4 T cells into T helper 1 cells, which are involved in inflammation, specifically by activating macrophages for efficient phagocytosis. Also, interleukin-12 participates in the activation of natural killer cells, which are involved in the killing of virally infected cells. CXCL8, or interleukin-8, is a chemokine, or a molecule that attracts other immune cells. In this case, CXCL8 attracts neutrophils to the area of infection. Other cells that release CXCL8 include epithelial and endothelial cells. In an infection, there is recruitment of macrophages and other leukocytes to the site of infection. Activating macrophages secrete several cytokines, such as interleukin-1, 6, TNF-alpha, and CXCL8. Interleukin-1 travels in the bloodstream to act on the hypothalamus and induce the production and secretion of prostaglandin E2, which leads elevation of temperature set point, activation of vasomotor neurons, peripheral vasoconstriction and heat production, and the overall outcome, fever. Activated macrophages also produce interleukin-6, which induces hepatocytes to produce and release acute phase reactants, such as CRP and MBL. CRP acts as an opsonin by binding to phosphocholine on bacteria, and it is a marker for inflammation. On the other hand, MBL activates the lectin pathway of the complement system. When finished watching this YouTube video, please help us determine if this video was helpful to you by using the thumb up or down option below. Thank you.